BBS. BBS. Blackberg Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.
REED-BBS. BBS. Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson, huh? How you feeling about that? You mad, bro? Floyd Mayweather, Money May, Pretty Boy Floyd, self-professed TBE. I would say one of TBE, but certainly not TBE, not the best ever. Oh no, oh no. World champion at 130, 135, 140, 147, and very briefly at 54. Probably the best defensive fighter that ever lived. I'll give Floyd that. Versus a man who needs no introduction. Iron Mike Tyson. Baddest man on the planet. Youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history and former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Per reports, this will be broadcast and presented by CSI Sports and Fight Sports. Former ESPN and DAZN head man John Skipper and former HBO executive Mark Taffet, they're the big wigs doing all the orchestrating behind the scenes on Tyson versus Floyd. Location, date, weight, number of rounds, none of that has been determined. All we know is we got Floyd versus Mike Tyson in a spring 2026 exhibition. That's all we know. When he's not otherwise occupied posting betting receipts and money selfies, Floyd dabbles in exhibitions, 8 of them to be exact. He's fought John Gotti's grandson a couple times. There was an exhibition with Jake Paul's brother, LoganPaul. He's had an exhibition with a bantamweight, yes, a bantamweight named Tenshin Nasukawa. And there was some exhibitions against dudes I had never heard of until they stepped in the ring with Floyd. Don Moore. Anyone? Don Moore. Aaron Chalmers. Yeah. Personally, I consider the Conor McGregor fight an exhibition also. After all, this was McGregor's boxing debut. He stepped in 0-0 against a 49-0 Floyd. That fight never should have been sanctioned as anything other than an exhibition. But I digress. Mike Tyson, on the other hand, he's kind of dabbled in exhibitions also, in between smoking, that is. In between, there was the Roy Jones exhibition with Tyson, and then Mike and Jake Paul broke Netflix, broke the internet, they broke live streaming as we know it with their exhibition, which like 100 million people watch live. Mike stumbled his 58-year-old ass to the ring, rocking a knee brace no less, and no one gave a fuck. Speaking of exhibitions, can this guy get an exhibition? Can this guy get an exhibition with someone else? There was rumors of Roy with Jake Paul. Floyd and Roy got some beef now. Can Roy get an exhibition? Can he get in on this reindeer game? Speaking of Jake Paul, make no mistake, the fact that he is fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, that's the reason Tyson and Floyd is happening. Absolutely the reason why. The discrepancies in size, it's similar. Jake Paul, 200 plus pounds. Gervonta Davis, $135. Mike Tyson, 220 plus. Floyd Mayweather, 154-ish, 160-ish. So the size discrepancies in those two bouts, in those two exhibitions, is similar, and I expect the Floyd Tyson exhibition to follow closely on the scripting, yes, the scripting of Tank versus Jake. When guys are that far apart in size, you have to script it. There has to be a level of choreography to give the people close to what they've paid for. The little guy can't get in there and run for dear life for however long the exhibition lasts. And on the flip side, you can't let the bigger guy just go out there and destroy the little guy in 30 seconds, even if he can. But yeah, Tank versus Jake, Jake versus Tank, that is why Floyd versus Mike Tyson, Tyson versus Floyd is happening. Floyd tried to steal a little bit of Tank's shine by getting Lamont Roach to fight Kermel Merton. Floyd tried. He tried to get Roach versus Moulton in the ring to steal some thunder from Tank. But this is an even better way. Oh, okay, you're fighting Jake Paul? Fine. We'll watch how y'all do it. We'll watch your scripting, your choreography, and then I'll fight Mike fucking Tyson. How about that? So talk to me, boxing fans. You surprised? Disappointed? You mad, bro? What is it? REED-BBS, BBS, Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies, Television, Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing else to say or do.